Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another day of fun movies. Hope you guys had a great week. And I'm just really happy I'm doing this. You know, this whole series has been really fun. I know I haven't been getting that many views or anything, so if you'd like to, share it among your friends. Hope you like it. And we're gonna get into a bunch of movies. It's gonna be great today. So, without further ado, let's get to it and just do it. So, 2009, 2010, the turn of the decade. Pretty fun. I feel like every 5 years, a lot of great movies come out, and I think this is one of those years where movies get really good. From 2010 to 2015 or so, we see a lot of great movies, and sort of the fall of the early 2000s, I would guess. So without further ado, or late 2000s at least. So without further ado, let's go. Bruno, not a fan. Just not a fan of this one. It's the anti-Borat. It's stupid. It's dumb. There's talking things I don't want to even mention. What trash. And it's a shame because Borat was great, whereas this was not even close. Night Museum was okay. Fair movie. I remember it being a lot of just kind of boring in a way, honestly, for me. I don't think I was a fan of this one that much. Fair. G.I. Joe. A lot of cool stunts, a lot of cool action. Not good story, kind of boring. I wasn't a fan of G.I. Joe, but this movie got me really into Snake Eyes versus Storm Shadow. I love that whole thing. And yeah, just some great characters in that. Snake Eyes, the film, we'll go over way later. But yeah, this was a movie. It was pretty cool. Ice Age. What is it? Ice Age, 3 or something? I guess. It was good. Good movie. I like how YouTube keeps giving me these stupid errors, oh, I need to make the video less, and it's no. I can make it this way. You conform to me. Anyways, Ice Age 3. It was okay. Buck is in it. The cast is pretty okay. Solid. I feel like Simon Pegg's name would be on there now. Yeah. Whatever, I guess. It's dinosaurs. Wait. Something's wrong here. Something's very wrong here. Yeah, something's really wrong here. I'm gonna skip that if it lets me. Weird. Okay, we'll come back to that. 2012. I really liked 2012. It's a really good movie. I need to fix some settings on this. Give me 1 second, guys. 2012 was pretty cool. It was a lot of natural disasters and stuff like that. A lot of weird things going on with stuff. A lot of people just really. Oh, that's why. Okay, I put in the wrong thing. Okay, wrong number for that one. I had a few wrong numbers here. In any case, I'll do that. I'll get to that later. All right, so moving forward. 2012 was good. I liked it. A lot of cool sort of action-y set pieces and stuff. I remember the whole thing where it's oh, we have this giant boat we're going to put everybody on. And there's not enough room for people on the boat. And it's yeah, there is. You're putting a bunch of unneeded stuff in there. Have just beds. It's it doesn't make sense. It's funny. Capitalism with the apocalypse. Very funny. Invictus. Why don't we have Morgan Freeman play Nelson Mandela? They look like each other. Yay! Yeah, it was okay. It's mostly because of that. Other than that, that's fine. Also, it has Jimmy Kimmel's worst enemy here. So, yeah. Harry Potter. I don't know what else to say. They all kind of run together for me. This one wasn't so great, in my opinion. Dumbledore was cool in it. There's a whole reveal and junk, I think. And yeah, big stuff going on. Big stuff. Just don't care about it anymore. It's Larry and he's doing his thing. And I remember nothing about this. I just remember, it's a Larry David movie. I'm going to see it because I love Curb. This was okay. I think the other one was better with John Hamm. And then John Hamm on the show. Peak. But yeah, this is fine, I guess. Star Trek. I love Star Trek now, as far as the old show goes. I've been watching through it. I'm on season 3. Loving it so far. This was okay. It's them versus the Romulans, which I really feel like it should have been the... Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on their name. No, not Krypton. What is wrong with me? I've been watching Star Trek for a while. Star Trek... Klingons. The Klingons. Right. Yeah, the Klingons. It's yeah, I don't know why they're Romulans anyways for this. They did, I think they just did Balance of Power again, which is okay. Or I guess whatever that one was, Balance of Force of whatever the one that in season 1 that everyone loves. Balance of Terror. I was not a fan of that one. It's basically Balance of Terror again. It's okay. Angels and Demons could have been better. They had a lot of things that they cut out of the actual movie that was in the book. There's a whole fight scene that was in the book that wasn't in the movie. They really let me down with this one. Oh man, I am not a fan of this one at all. Just, ooh, yeah. Don't like it. Sorority Row was kind of fun. It's a slasher movie. One of my friends is in this. Pretty good job. Carrie Fisher's in this also. She was really funny in this. The villain's weapon is like some kind of tire iron with like gadgets put on it, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. Paul Blart Mart Cart. Oh god, this is like butchered meme-wise. This is so stupid. I remember the scene. I remember watching this in the theater as a kid, and I remember seeing the scene where they had like he's trying to eat a discarded like candy on the ground or something, like a lollipop, and like everyone in the theater was like, oh, when he ate it because he had diabetes or low blood sugar. He had to eat it to get his blood sugar up or something. I don't know. It's a dumb movie. It's like Die Hard in a mall. Gosh, it's so stupid. And it's, I think, the start of Kevin James just being everywhere. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen was pretty cool. I liked the ending. Give me your face. I like the robots in it. They were really well done. This one's pretty cool, actually. I liked it. John Turturro, as always, is great. The Fallen was a really cool villain. I kind of compared him to the Shadowed one from Bionicle because they had that kind of thing going on a couple years earlier, which is cool. And this is around the time Bionicle ended, by the way, which is pretty sad for me. 09, 010. Or 010. 2009, 2010. So, yeah, very bittersweet. The Blind Side. Inspirational fluff piece. Yeah, The Blind Side to me is, you know, TBS without the T. Yeah, it's just... A lot of things came out about this movie after the fact that didn't really gel that much with just, like, how this whole thing worked. And, yeah, this wasn't true. This movie wasn't true. So, yeah. Shame on you, filmmakers. Soloist. I remember nothing about this movie. I remember having good feelings about it. I remember a couple good shots of the subway where Jamie Foxx is playing. I think Robert Downey Jr. recruits him or something. And he gets into an orchestra by the end, I guess. Yay. Rags to Riches story. It's cool. Better than Blindside, though. Sherlock Holmes. Another Robert Downey Jr. Oh my gosh. I'm speeding through these. Another Robert Downey Jr. flick. This one was good. It was pretty nice. I liked how it shook out. I remember watching this, I think, at my uncle's house. It was pretty cool. The casting was really neat. I like RDJ as Sherlock Holmes. This is like when he was just doing stuff and being more in movies, and then he became Iron Man and just didn't do anything but Iron Man for a while. And then after that, and then it's so funny how he had a pretty good thing going along, and he took the Avengers stuff and Marvel stuff, and he just kept doing that. And then he went back to doing movies, and he can't. It's so ironically funny. But yeah, I like this movie. It was good. I'd love a third one, honestly. Up in the Air is great. I really love the concept of this one. I forget the execution, but it was pretty good. It's about a guy who fires people over the internet, and he travels to different places to do so. He impersonally, he coaches people how to fire other people or something, but it's really well done because there's a great scene where he's trying to fire somebody, and then he is watching them cry through the monitor, and he travels a lot for his business, and it's just so fascinating to see him do all this stuff. And it's interesting, this job that no one really knew existed, the little peek behind the curtain of that, and it's really well done, I think. George Clooney does a great job here, as usual. He's good at his acting stuff. The cast is pretty good. Remember this bar scene where he meets a girl or whatever, and he has this life where he just flipped through everything. He just flipped through life, in a way. It's well done, though. Ah, yes. Eggman in CG. This is a weird movie. It's very dark. I love how dark it gets, though, and how true to the book, at least from what I've heard, it gets. The CGI is pretty good. I feel like every fifth character is Jim Carrey in this movie, in a way. He plays, like, the spirits or something also, I guess. The CGI is strange. It's better than Polar Express by a long shot. But it's still uncanny, but in that way that it fits. It fits the material. Whereas Polar Express is trying to be cheerful, this has that dark, edgy side where the weird designs actually benefit by the material it's presenting. So, good job. I don't know if I ever want to see this again, though, because it's so freaky and weird, but good job. The proposal is very fun and interesting. It's about a boss and her employee, and something about she has to be deported unless she marries somebody. And she marries one of her coworkers or something, I guess, or her assistant or whatever, and they go to Alaska, and they need like proof of what the marriage or the love life or whatever it is, and they move there, and it's pretty funny and cute, and it's a rom-com. It's funny, but I remember this being like, one of the first Ryan Reynolds vehicles that I saw. Betty White's in this one, and she's hysterical. Oh my god, wait, I forgot about that. That's why this movie's so high on the list. Jeez, Betty White. What a treasure. Darn magazine's jinxing her. But anyways, great movie. Another great movie is Princess and the Frog. I covered this in my reviews for all the Disney movies on my website. Check it out if you can. Regardless, this was good. I like this one a lot. It shines a spotlight on, well, not on the black community, but certainly, I'm glad we at least have a film with primarily black people. I like that kind of thing. And even though it's a little bit romanticized by being a Disney movie, it's still good. It's still a good film. It's fun. I like it. We need more films with varying casts. That's all I'm saying. I don't like the fact that she turns into a frog halfway through, or at least 20 minutes in, but certainly there is an issue with that, with people of color being turned into animals to appease a foreign market, or at least a foreign market from the American perspective. But, yeah, not much else to say other than I like this movie. It was good. Oh gosh, her friend Charlotte is hysterical in this one. I like the alligator guy. Jim Cummings was okay, and then his character does or doesn't do a thing, and he's immortalized in Disney. And yeah, just good stuff all around. Zombieland's really funny. The Quest for the Last Twinkie. This had Jesse Eisenberg really Jesse Eisenberging it up, and that's pretty funny. The cast is pretty good in this one. A lot of people mention that they fight in a grocery store. There's a Twinkie right there on the shelf, but it's pretty humorous and cleverly done, this movie. Cast is pretty nice. Oh god, the cameo in the middle is really funny too. That's pretty clever as well. It also ends the funniest way. Okay. But yeah, yeah. Up has the best 10 minutes of like any movie, and the rest of it is just trash. I'm sorry. Kevin has a good design. I like the parallels between who was Walt's friend that made the rabbit, Oswald the rabbit. Anyways, they have a nice parallel between Mints and Muntz with this character in the movie. If you know what I'm talking about, I guess. I don't even know what I'm talking about half the time. But Up was pretty cool. The concept was nice. Other than that, it's just not too great all the way through. But the first 10 minutes is the most solid 10 minutes ever. Hangover was huge. It was a really big movie when that came out. My gosh, Zach Galifianakis was on the map. The whole cast was on the map. Everyone did a great job, and I think that it was really funny and cleverly done. Mike Tyson's in it also. I haven't seen this in years, but I remember the cultural impact being so big. Oh, I have to put this really high on the list. But, yeah, just a really solid movie. Avatar, another cultural impact movie. Huge. Big. Very big. My gosh. I like all the robots and all the technology and stuff behind this movie. Probably should review those because I have them in a case somewhere. I gotta just review those. I have the mech and the crab mech and something else. I don't know. I have a couple mechs in there for my G.I. Joe guys to fight around in. But yeah, Avatar was really cool. It was a really great movie. I still haven't seen the sequel. I'll probably check it out once the third movie comes out. But yeah, yeah. Coraline, another great movie. Not a big fan of this one as other movies. I feel like I'm wondering if it's Henry Selick. That's my problem. It isn't Tim Burton. It's Henry Selick because the designs are really good, but the story isn't there. Same with Nightmare Before Christmas. Henry Selick did that, but like, just not a big fan of that. Really. I really don't know what else to say. I probably shouldn't put this too high, but I think I lowered it a little bit, to compensate for other stuff in the review. The button eyes are creepy, memorable, scary, very scary. Inglorious. I'm not going to say the other name because I don't want to. This is great. Christoph Waltz is phenomenal. One of my favorite actors of this generation. Everyone does a great job. The whole cast is awesome. Well, the ending is one of my favorite endings to anything, basically. It's very clever, very funny, really well done, and the humor is so good, and the tension you can cut with a knife. It's so thick. Brilliant. Gosh, too many great moments to count. Love this one. Taken's awesome. Oh my gosh. Liam Neeson's career has been launched again. Now it's kind of dead, but he had a good 10-year run, I think, from this to that. Yeah, Taken's amazing. That fatherly instinct taken to 11. Phenomenal. All the moments in the movie do a really great job at showing you how much this guy cares for his daughter and how cool he is doing it. And this spawned a whole another kind of thing. We're just taking on a bus, taking on a train, taking on whatever it is. Just character goes through great lengths to find somebody else. And it's just really well done. 9 was really cool. I really love this movie. It came out as a short from an independent filmmaker, and Tim Burton saw it and said, I'm making this for you. I'm going to make you a movie. And he made this movie, and it's awesome. I love this one. The cast is really great. I think Ewan McGregor's in it, Christopher Plummer's in it. I forget who else. It's just so cool. I love how they got the date on it, 9909. There's another film called 9 that's all written out. This one is just the number. But this is a lot of great monster designs, creature designs, world building. And if you watch the short, you kind of spoiled the film for yourself in a way. But if you watch the film, you've spoiled the short. But honestly, either way, they're both really great. I recommend watching both of them. I'm not sure which one you want to watch first. The film is really cool, though. I love the film. It's amazingly done. A couple plot twists here that are pretty nice, and a lot of great robot designs again that are really cool. Very well done. Wes Anderson is a genius for making this movie. And then he got Taylor typecast as the guy that makes all the different stop motion things. But this is beautiful. Another George Clooney vehicle. Couple characters that were in the old school or whatever, new school, whatever it is. Couple characters that were in the other movies that Wes made. Just brilliantly done. Very fun, very funny, very tongue-in-cheek kind of humor. Man, I gotta watch this one again because I loved it then. I love it now. And it has this really funny just sense of humor to it. It really just tickles that fancy of mine. It's awesome. But nothing will be as awesome as this. My somewhat introduction to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and at least the world of the oh gosh, what are their names? Lord Miller. Yeah, Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Probably some of my favorite directors of all time. The best humor of all time. They wanted to do Clone High, the Lego Movie, this, 21 Jump Street. I forget what else. All bangers. All to to use a word from current times. They're all bangers. They're all amazing movies. This one is one of the best of all of them, though. Probably one of my favorite movies ever. Yeah, I really love their humor. I really love the cleverness of it all. It's so the jokes are just like that, but the heart of the movie is really great too. In the story of Flint and his dad, and that's really great as well. I just love that whole thing. I love the mayor keeps getting fatter over the course of the movie. Mr. T and his son in this movie are really funny. I love the relationship he has with Sam Sparks. The whole glasses bit. It's so cleverly done. The movie's so well done. Oh my gosh, the baby guy, Brent, that's great. And the sequel isn't half bad either. Not my favorite film, but all sequels I feel like either a really big step up or a really big step down. Yeah, but this movie is just God tier, S tier, top 10 ever. I would never not love this movie. If it ever came on, I'd probably just watch it from wherever it is. Yeah, basically perfect. I really love this one. And whenever I see sardines, I think of this movie. Okay, so now we finished 2009. Let's go on to 2010. I feel like there's a lot of stinkers in 2010, but also a lot of great ones. Meet the Parents, Little Fockers. I'm trying to be. They actually found a family somewhere in Sweden or Norway or what have you, or Canada or I don't know where. They had that last name. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It is garbage. I am sorry to come out the gate with that. Garbage tier. Just F tier. Below G tier. This is G tier. This is a G tier movie, everybody. Awful. Awful falafel. Awful falafel. I'm not even going to put falafels and waffles and... no, it's not even... No, I'm not going to bring This is like a burnt, dried out waffle. Covered in glitter. Because remember the movie being like fun looking? There's like a circus or something coming to town. Owen Wilson is like the worst character ever in it. I really don't like the animosity these movies bring. I love the second one because of the positivity of the other parents. But this one is just, oh my god. I've forgotten all about it. I don't know anything about it. I remember one or two scenes in like a tent, and that's it. Trash. True Grit was really cool. Not a big fan of it. I don't remember much about it. I don't think I'd see it again, but the Coen Brothers did it, which is interesting. I might as well just watch this and the original, because, my dad and I were watching a bunch of Westerns. Now we're on Star Trek. But, yeah, I might as well watch this again. It was pretty cool, though. Well done. There's a scene where Steve Buscemi has 2 broken arms, and he's at a water park, and the logic just fails you. There's a cool basketball scene outside also. It's pretty fun. It's a cute little movie, and I like it. Well done. Iron Man 2 wasn't that great. Not a big fan of it that much. I don't remember that much about it. It was kind of corny and hokey in some places. Justin Hammer should come back, though. Rockwell does a great job. The little dance he does is pretty funny. Whiplash is okay. Shield starts up, I guess, too. Cool. I saw this with a bunch of my friends way back when, and we went out to like Applebee's afterwards. It was a great time. I think this is filmed near me because they have they have a sign that says Moore Park. And then Alan Arkin's in it, and he's like, "Oh, you know what Moore Park spelled backwards is crap room," and that was funny. We all laughed. Cute movie. Very nice. 1 billion people were in this movie. I kind of like these kind of movies, though, where you have huge casts with separate stories. It's almost like it's a mini-series, but it's cut up into a bunch of pieces. I feel like you could cobble this together into succinct episodes, and it'd be pretty good. Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows 1. Another Harry Potter movie. I like the scene in the woods where they're all fighting over the locket or whatever, and they have to keep wearing it like the One Ring, and Lord of the Rings is just called and wants their trinket back, but yeah, I think it was Harry Pottered out. And I have a great story for the sequel for this. Oh man. But yeah. Or was it the other one? No, that was this one. I forget. This is 2010 though. What? It was in November. Oh, maybe that was it. Or not. No, that wasn't it. That was the next year. Okay, but whatever. Moving on. Alice in Wonderland. It was alright. I saw it on TV. Christopher Lee plays a dragon with like 2 lines, and the dragon gets its tongue cut out, and it just roars the rest of the movie. Boring, kind of yawn, weird. I don't know. Not a fan. I saw this one with my ex and a friend. It was like, okay, she was into the movie, and I read the books. It was actually pretty cool. I like this a lot. This is very well done. Man, the owls are really cool. The environments are really great. I think Zack Snyder did this, which is pretty awesome. I'm probably not giving this movie that much credit. I do think it's a really cool concept. The owls with like helmets and junk are awesome. I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting a good credit, but honestly, I think there's better movies though. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this whole franchise. Honestly, I never had that many pets when I was younger. I feel like people with cats would love this movie. It was good. I liked it. I think I saw it on my computer years ago, or like on whatever streaming service or something, Netflix or whatever it was on. The shot where he touches the hand like on the poster here was cool. It was cute seeing him just do his thing. I'm probably conflating this movie with other How to Train Your Dragon movies, but all in all, it was good. Dinner for Schmucks is pretty funny. It's a weird movie. Basically, little background for this, why I would see this. My uncle did the makeup for this movie, I believe. So that's why I saw it. A taxidermist played by Steve Carell is recruited by Paul Rudd in order to go to this dinner to find the biggest idiot. I think there's like a blind swordsman or something, which is pretty funny. And a bunch of other people with weird talents. And it's cute. It's a cute little movie that's pretty funny and pretty well done. I like how it all shakes out, and it's good, I think. So, yeah. It's not amazing. It's not horrible. It's good. Social Network was huge. I think it did a great job. I don't remember much of it, though, sadly. Andrew Garfield did a great job. This was, I think, the breakout role for Jesse Eisenberg, who then started Jesse Eisenberging it up everywhere. Yeah. I might want to watch this again. It's a good movie, though. I like it a lot. Karate Kid with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. Why does Jaden Smith get first billing? I don't get it. I think this is a good job. I think that Jaden Smith is better without Will involved. I think most properties are better without Will Smith involved. But I digress. Yeah. It's a Karate Kid reboot. What can I say? I haven't seen the new one anyways. I think the old one was better. This one was pretty cool though. I like how they changed paint the house, wash the fence, to put on the jacket, take off the jacket, and that worked into the karate moves. That was pretty cool. I've never seen this poster, by the way, and it looks very Dragon Ball Z, which I think they were trying to go for. I remember this movie being pretty cool. I liked how they randomly just took The Sorcerer's Apprentice and made it into a Disney movie. That's a pretty nice concept. I think they had some kind of wizarding, concept they wanted to do in a modern urban setting. I think they had different characters that had that wizard in a modern setting kind of thing. Or they just wanted to, take stuff off of Harry Potter. I don't know. But anyways, it was a pretty cool movie. Nothing really that special. Enchanted, I think, has little notes of this in there. So, yeah. Not horrible. Not really great. Just average again. Prince of Persia was cool, guys. I like this one. Gyllenhaal does a great job. I really think this movie was pretty neat. I like the setting of it. I really want to play that new game, that new Prince of Persia game. That'd be really fun. I think it's like a Metroidvania type deal that I'd love to try out. And yeah, it just looks really awesome. Big fan of this one. I think it was really neat. I like the twists in it. The characters are really cool. And the whole dagger thing was neat with the time thing, whatever. Awesome. This was big, really big. A lot of cultural touchstones in 2009, 2010. Um, yeah, Nolan did a great job with this one. The whole cast is really great. Elliot Page is in this one. Uh, DiCaprio does a great job. I think Marion Cotillard. Let me see. Yeah, I'm right. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ken Watanabe. Yeah, Michael Caine, of course. Huh. Yeah, the whole Bending City thing was played out by now, but back then it was cool. Yeah, just CGI and stuff like that, looking really neat. Awesome. Just an awesome movie. The whole snow fight was pretty cool. The ending was really interesting. The ending had people talking for a long time. Me too, kind of. Yeah, it was nice. I liked it. Yes, the sequel me. I am Gru. Look at me. I'm butchering the accent, but yeah, I haven't heard the Gru say anything for a while because I haven't seen these movies in a while. This one was pretty funny though. Saw it with some friends. It was pretty funny. Squid Launcher was the big meme that we were talking about. I like the fact that he had the pyramid behind his house the whole time, just painted like clouds. That was pretty clever. Other than that, it's cute. It spawned this whole franchise. God, the Minions. I like those movies though, in a way. Spoiler alert. I like those movies. The Minions movies. Yes, Kick Butt. It was cool. It was a interesting concept. Jim Carrey's in it. Don't know why. He decried the movie afterwards. Don't know why. Really interesting concept though about having the urban life with superheroes, magic, yada yada yada. Just yeah, I don't know why that was a thing this period of time, but it was okay. The little girl yelling things and being scary and angry was funny, and cursing that was pretty funny, but yawn. Cage was in this. Good job. Yeah, that's good. This movie used to be one of my favorites. It was actually at number one when I opened up this list today, and I'm like, okay, this needs to change because I rewatched this movie a while ago. It's a bit cringe. It's a bit weird. It's dated. It's dated in some ways. I really hate to do this, but I had to put it down a little bit on the peg. I mean, look at this is an epic of epicness. That dates it so much. I mean, the comic wasn't even finished by the time this movie came out. There's a couple funny parts in it. The cast is pretty good. I think it just runs out of steam in a way by the end. You're like, okay, when's the movie over? But yeah, the concept is pretty interesting. But video game movies really haven't taken their course. Give it another like 10, 15 years, guys. I love Shrek 4. I really love Shrek 4. Sorry, Rumpelstiltskin. He was my OG fairy tale villain when I was a kid. And seeing him as a villain role in this was really great. He's voiced by Walt Dorn, who was one of the animators on the film, where they had a temp track of his voice to use as a springboard for some other celebrity to come in. But they loved it so much they just kept it. And I love that kind of thing. I love the witches too, like the Green Goblin. That was really interesting. I love the whole bizarro world they have to go through. It's almost like a Star Trek episode in a way, where all the characters are different and weird. And I think it was pretty well done, honestly. One thing I don't like about this one at the end, though, is that the end doesn't really fulfill or satisfy anything in a way. I don't know. I just kind of wish they beat the villain instead of going back to their own time. Because that time period is then, I don't know, just beat the villain. Whatever. But it was really good, though. I like this a lot. It was pretty fun, very funny. And honestly, just delete Shrek 3 from your brain. This is a time skip or whatever, so yeah. This movie is so cool. I know the color palette looks like it's made of like nothing, but I really do feel like this movie has something really going for it. It's just awesomely done. The whole cast is great. The setup is awesome. The twist is one of my favorite twists in any movie. I really love this one. I truly love this one. Yeah. I don't know, just that kind of apocalyptic kind of vibe. I love it. And then the whole thing about the movie is really cool. And yeah, just watch this one. It's great. I love Tangled. Tangled's awesome. Just really solid movie. Very funny, very fun. A great Disney villain. Some wonderful Disney heroes. The hair physics are out of this world. I love it. The songs are beautiful. And the character development's really nice also. There's a couple things missing, like the brothers, the evil brothers are really not put to the side. I find that a couple of the bar patron guys are put to the side. This movie focuses too much on its leads and not enough on its supporting cast, but it is a top 10er for me as far as Disney goes. And this is just an awesome movie in general. My favorite comedy ever, and I think after this movie, all comedies are inferior. Just comedy died in like 2010. I gotta say, nothing else was funny after this. This was like the peak of live action comedy. I love this movie. It's about two guys. The beginning is amazing. I love it. The beginning is perfect because it sets you up so much. And then, yeah. Oh, man. Just wonderful, funny, clever, pretty cool. The banter is great. The characters are hysterical. I love the scene with Steve Coogan. Who's Steve Coogan? The scene with Steve Coogan is so funny, where they get the tickets. It's great. What else do I say about this one? It's perfect. It's just so perfect. The tuna girlfriend scene is hysterical. Desk poppin' is great. Oh my gosh. Aim for the bushes. Aim for the bushes. Yeah. Top tier, top notch comedy. Brilliant. Basically perfect. What more do you want? Drama. That's what more you want. This movie caught me off guard. I don't think I was gonna be a big fan of it, but it just won me over by sheer determination. I love these kinds of movies. These are just so good. Jeffrey Rush can do no wrong. Colin Firth was amazing in this one. Helen Bonham Carter was great as well. I really love, but the two guys are just brilliant together. Just putting them in a room and having them interact with each other, phenomenal. And what I love is the PG-13 cut and R-rated cut are separated by one scene. And it isn't even too bad, guys. Really, come on. Basically perfect. I love this one so much. It's a wonderful movie. It's so uplifting and great. If you don't know what it's about, by the way, I'm just going to break it down. There's a king who has to make a speech, but he has a speech impediment. So he goes to a teacher to help him do the speech. And it's just great watching the whole... It sounds boring, but it really isn't. It's wonderful. And yes, one of my favorite Pixar movies ever. I love Toy Story 3. Yes, heck yeah. Yeah. I cried at this one a little bit. I think everyone cried. Everyone cried, my gosh. Yeah. One of the best Disney villains ever. Some great tension in this one. Backstory, character. A lot of great other characters show up. Wonderful scenes. Really ingenuity the characters have with each other. And it's a prison break film too, which is awesome. I love those kind of things. And yeah, another version of couple versions of Buzz that are interesting in this one. That's pretty cool. The whole cast is here. I feel like this is the sort of like the peak of Toy Story in a way, and then everything else is downhill. We'll see how downhill it gets, but man, excellent job on this one. Great job, Pixar. You did it. And that's my number one movie. Going back. Oh wait, you know what? Shoot. I missed out on Monster vs. Aliens. It was supposed to be number 4 on 2009. Let me talk about that real quick. I like this movie a lot. It's really funny, really weird. Gosh, the cast is really great too. What can I say? It's awesome. Seth Rogen's really funny in this one. He talks to a gelatin for a few minutes. The villain's pretty cool as well. I like how he has his giant army thing. I like the weird giant robot stuff. Uh, was it Hugh Laurie? And we got was it Hugh Laurie? Then we also have the not Hugh Jackman. What's his name? He voices BoJack Horseman. That guy, Will Arnett. The cast is great. The character's really funny, but I think the best character in this is the president, who's played by Colbert, Steve Colbert. Super funny, really just cleverly done, and the whole movie is really great. I love this one a lot. It's very cute. This is my number one, by the way. This is my number like 4 in 2009, but I messed up the listing for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe I don't know. It's all numbered weird, my list, but yeah, this was really great. But yeah, just going back to Toy Story 3, that one's awesome. And that's going to end out my 2009-2010 list. I hope you liked it. I'm sure I did. It was really cool. Pretty short compared to the other ones. I didn't really have much to say about all these movies. And as we go along, I'm going to just keep talking about film. So let's keep on rocking with it. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye-bye.